Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yesterday we have discussed the locators in Selenium. So I hope everyone has practiced or not. So today we are going to see that how we can handle these kinds of drop down in Selenium. So for that, let me first open this URL. So this is the URL, and after hitting this URL, I need to write something here. Suppose I will write this any desk here, or let me write mobile. So how we can enter something using send keys method in Selenium. So let me right click first. After right clicking, let me see what is the HTML code for that text box. So click this and click this. So let me take this. Let me take this one. Input type equals to text. So how we can write the text path? Tag name @type equals to text. So we are getting two matches. So we are getting two matches. So let me put like this. This we had discussed yesterday and assign the value. So it will be unique. So let's make it unique. So now we are getting only this one, which is our text box. So I need to write something into our text box. So copy this, and after that I will say driver dot find element by dot xpath, because we are using xpath. You can use other locator as well. And then I will say send keys. So send some data. Uh, so let me send. So one more thing you can also do like this. Instead of giving send keys here, what you can do, first you can catch that in one variable. So someone is not able to join. So instead of giving like this, if you see this, the return type is web element. So if I write web element text box like this, if I write import the package. So now to this variable we can, so this whole value is placed inside this text box. And now if I say text box dot send keys, here I will write mobile. So this is also the way. So because you can see it is much readable than the previous one. Earlier we were using send keys here only, but now it is clearly visible that we are using send keys for a text box. So let me first run this program and let us see how it will behave. So now it should enter mobile into our text box. So it has entered mobile. And now I need to select one option from all of these, this one, right? So if you see this, whenever I am entering mobile, it is taking 1 second to load this entire list. So let me put some weight. So in Java, there is one thread.sleep. So it is a part of Java. Let me put 1000. So what will happen? So let us this. So what will happen whenever I am writing this statement? If I am writing 1000 millisecond, so after this, your script will be paused for 1 second, right? So after 1 second, rest of the line will execute. So let me put 2 second wait, not one. So I'm putting it because after once we enter the mobile in the text box, our list is taking at least 1 second to load completely. So I'm putting some wait. And once the list is loaded completely, what you can do, suppose I need to select this one. I need to select mobile recharge. So what you can do, you can write one XPath for mobile recharge. Let me open it in the bottom. So if I just see what is the HTML code of mobile recharge, right? So what you can do, you can write XPath for this mobile recharge, and then you need to use dot click method. But it is a kind of hard coding the data, because in other way, will you going to write the XPath for each and every element listed here? So we should write the code in such a way that whatever the data I will pass from my code, automatically it will select. So let us write XPath so that we can select any element which is listed here. So let me first try to inspect this whole drop down. So if I inspect here, right? So now inside this, if you see it is highlighting the all, let me make it a little bit big. Inside, if I write the XPath for this, it will highlight the entire text box. Div at the rate type equals to text. But let me check again. Okay, it will be normal. Div at the rate type equals to normal. So now we are on this yellow line, right? And if you see this yellow line, and if you see this yellow line, I hit enter, and if you see this white is disappearing. So in this yellow line, we are having our whole drop down. And if I come, you can also start from here directly. So I will start it from here. You can also start from here. So let me say /ul. So we will reach here, because inside this our drop down is present /ul. And if you see this, one by one options are present like this: third, fourth, fifth, right? And if I minimize it, every option is present like this, right? So if you see this one, every data is present here. And if I expand it a bit, let me expand it one more time. Let me also expand this one. So here you can see the text is present, right? So this hierarchy will be same for each and every option. So even if you apply, so if you see this is the actual text we want to get. So you do not have to write till here, right? Because I am going to apply the get text method, or you can do like this as well. If you say li, then span, then span again, we are here, now we are here. So now if you see, you are getting 1 out of 10 element. So if I hit enter, now this is your second element, which is mobile phone, I think. So this is our second element, mobile phone. And then after that, this is third. So let me do one thing. Let me write the XPath till span. if I remove this, the reason why I'm writing till span is, if I show you, if I write till here, so I think this will we will not be able to get in our using get text. If I apply, might be it happen that it will only give you mobile, but if you apply get text till here, it will give you the whole text which is mobile phone. So this is how get text will work. So let me copy this XPath. So you can see it is highlighting all the text, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, whatever the element you are getting, it will highlight. So now I will copy this XPath, and after this I will write. So this time we are going to we will use find elements. So these are two methods, find elements method, and you can see the return type list of web element, because I need to find all the elements. So find elements by dot XPath again, provide that XPath, and then catch that in one variable which is of type list of web element. So this is the return type, and I will say lists and import the package. So after that, if you want to count, if I write like this, how many total elements are there? So you can simply say list dot size. So this will going to give you the total count. What is the total count here? It is 10 here, right? If I count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So it will give you 10. And after this, let me write some statement. Total count of items is equals to. So after this, what I will do, I will write one for loop. That for loop will run from 0. Why I'm running it from 0? Because it is a list. It is a list collection. So in the list, every element will start from 0. So I will show you in debug mode as well. I equals to 0, I less than, it will run till lists dot size, and I will increment the value of I, and inside this what I will do, I will take I will say list dot get of. So I'm getting the element from this list one by one based on the I value. Then I will say get me the text, and I will capture that in one string variable, string text, and I will try to print it first, and let me show you how this will look in debug mode. So let me put one breakpoint till here. So debug as Java application. So Chrome browser is started. So it will going to enter mobile, and after that our list will be loaded. So let us see. So give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Some noise.
Hello. Hello, Vandan.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. Some noise is coming, so I pausing the.
Okay, okay. Sorry, sorry. I thought you are speaking and I am not able to hear you.
Okay, okay, no. Okay, so there we are. So now, as I put one breakpoint, it is stopped here. So as we have written the XPath in such a way that this XPath will going to identify all our element. So now let us see how it will look. So you can see it has captured all the web elements. We are having total 10. We are having total 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it has captured all the element which is present in our list, and now it will give you the count. So this will be 10, 0 to 9, 10. So now I will be 0. So I am saying that this list will have all the element. From this, get me the index number 0 element, because it is 0 here. It is 0 here, if you see. And once you will get this first element, you are saying that give me the text with the help of getText method. So here you will going to give the text of the list which is present. So first text will be present and it will be printed. So likewise, if I keep on running mobile phone, then mobile movie, like that it will print all the element. So it will run till 10 times. So the same thing is also present here. If I show you, same thing is present here. Last one is movie. What is the last one? Movie download, mobile movie download. So let me run it in one shot. So it is mobile movie download. So now we are able to fetch all the data. And like if I write here, suppose I want to select this one, or let me take, I want to select this one. Copy this and let me, or you can also take it from the user. So you know how we can take the input from user using a scanner class. So as of now, let me write it like this only. So now I want to select this. Select the text, this one. And now I will copy this. And here I will simply put if else statement. So let me not print this time. So I wanted to show you that how it will print. So I printed this. So I will say if text dot equals. So it should be equal to which one? If text dot equals, you can say select text. So let me not write in the double quote. I will say select. So this is the variable name which we have declared on the top. And if it is equals to this one, I will say again I will use this statement till here. Again I will get that element from the list, but this time I will say dot click method, not get text, because I need to click on this. So if you see this, suppose I am clicking on this mobile line. Once I will click this mobile line, this suppose I got my element on the second time only, when our loop will run for the second time, I got my this mobile phone here. Once I click this drop down will be closed. So if I click this drop down is closed. So as soon as we are able to click on this, I will say break statement. So we will come out of our for loop. Otherwise, your for loop will run for unnecessary. So what I will do, I will put one break statement. So as soon as we click on the drop down item, it will break. So let us now run this program and see whether it is able to select. So as of now, we are selecting this mobile ringtone. So after that, it will click on mobile ringtones. So this is how you can handle this kind of drop down. Similarly, if I change the value, it will if I write anything, like if I say, if I write fashion movie or anything, like if I write fashion nova, or you can say fashion and you, anything if I write, let me try to run. If I write fashion, because sorry, not here. Let me let me try to write the last one. So the reason why it is able to still click, because the HTML code will remain same, only these values will going to change, right? So that's why our code will not fail. So now if I have written other thing, it will still work. So this way, if I am writing the code in such a way that I am not hard coding the code, so you can click any element, just you need to change it here. So this time let me try to see. Okay, so it will not run because we have not changed this mobile one. I think I forgot it to. So I should first send keys session. So I'm send keys mobile. So here it should be. So let me run it again. So this time it will enter fashion and then it will try to match the text. So let us wait. Fashion, and then it should select fashion games, which we have given. So you can see it is able to select the fashion games. So this is how you can handle this type, and as you can see the count is 10, again 10 element we are getting. So this is how you can handle the this kind of auto suggestive drop down, you can say. Is it clear to everyone? Please confirm, then we will see the next.
I am not clear so much. Can you repeat once again?
Okay, so what I have done, let me open again. So first of all, we need to send some data. So are you able to get that how we have written XPath for this text box which we have discussed yesterday?
Yeah, yes, yes.
So after writing XPath, I will say session. Any data if I write here. So for first what I've done, I have written the XPath in such a way that it will be able to identify all the element which is present here in the drop down. So for that, what I've done, let me try to write XPath again. So first, you can see when I'm placing my mouse here, it is selecting the entire option like this. And you can see all the options are present inside this. If I'm placing my mouse here, all the options are present inside this. So first option, second option, third option. So if I am able to, if I try to write the XPath like this, so let me start from here, or let me start from here. It's up to you. Let me start from here only. So div type equals to normal. So I have written the XPath till here. So inside this, as of now, we are getting one element, but I need to highlight all the elements which are present inside this. So let me first come to this UL, because inside this we are having all the element. So let me move from here to here using forward slash in XPath. So I am here in this UL. And as soon as I will say li, it will say that I am finding more than 10 element. I am finding 10 element with the li tag. So it is highlighting all the element. So if you want, you can put index so that you can get the unique one. Like it is selecting 4, then it will select 5, or it will select second. But we want to get all the element so that we can keep a check and compare all the list. So this is the XPath I have written. So it is highlighting the all the element in our dropdown. And after that, let me see if I open this. If I open it here as well, and if I open here, here you can see the text is present like this, fashion show. So what I've done, I coming from here to here. So let me come to span, SPAN, and after span, I will come one more down. Even if I apply get text to this yellow line, it will still be able to fetch the text. But let us apply till span class. So let me say span, one more tag. So this is the tag name, span. So I will say one more span. So now we are here. And after writing this, you can see that it is highlighting all the element, fashion show, fashion TV, fashion movie, like this. And after get writing this XPath, I know that it is selecting all the element. I will apply get text method. So let me show you here again. So I'm saying find all the elements. So this time S is there with that XPath which we have written. So this is the XPath, and I'm capturing all the element into this variable which is of type list. And after that, with the help of lists dot size method, I'm calculating the count which is giving us 10. So let me do one thing. Let me debug till here, and let me try to put, suppose if I say fashion designing, if I try to, I want to select fashion designing, and now I will debug the program, and let us see how it will work. So until and unless website will not load completely, so it is still loading. So after that only it will write. So it will write fashion, list will load, and it will capture all the element. So if you see this variable, with the help of this XPath, it has captured all the element like this. So 0 to 9, right? So these are web element, and once it has captured 0 to 9, I am saying list dot size. So it will give you total the size of list. So you can also count it here if you want to check. So you can say 0 to 9, which is total 10, right? So it is giving you the count as 10 in the console output. And now I'm saying I want to select this text. So if you see, this text is presented number 3, right? So it might happen that these text will keep on changing. Like as of now, it is on the 3rd place. It might happen that it will be on the 7th place or 8th place. So they can keep on changing. But we have written the code in such a way that it will still be able to find, because we are pulling all the list and then checking. So as of now, it is on 3rd one. So this is first text, this is second text, and this is our 3rd text. So let us see whether when I say this list dot get of I am saying from this list, get me the element at 0, which is fashion, and get me the text of that item. So the item is fashion. Let us see. Item is fashion, right? So as of now, condition will become false because it is fashion designing we have given. So again, for loop will run I equals to 1. So this time it will be fashion and you, which is at the 2nd place. So again, condition will fail. But when I do it for the 3rd time, it will give you that text which is fashion designing. Now this condition will become true. So as this condition is become true, we will go inside, and again I am saying from this list, get me the element at index number 2, get me the element at index number 2, and click on that. So this way it will going to click on that fashion designing which we have given. So you can see here, should have clicked that. So it has clicked on fashion designing, and we are landed here on this page. And after that, we don't want to run our for loop because our task has done. So now I am using break statement so we can come out of the for loop. So this is how this program is working. So is it clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. So similarly, if I open one more website, so our website is, if I open this, if I type something here, right? Suppose I will say shoes. Again, it is giving me some data. So same activity you have to try, and let me know if you are facing any issue. But there is one issue here. Issue is that when you will try to right click, suppose I am trying to right click and inspect it, it is this pop-up is disappearing as soon as I am right clicking this. So it is disappearing. So what we can do, go to inspect. If any element is disappearing and you are not able to identify this, so you can also pause your web page. What you can do, go to sources, go to this sources tab. First go to sources tab, and I know that this drop down is disappearing when I am clicking it. So let me type shoes, and now press F8 from your keyboard. So let me press F8. So once you will press F8 from your keyboard, this page is paused now, and now you can happily come here to the elements tab, and you can easily inspect this, right? So now if I try to inspect it, let me try to inspect. So this one, right? Inside this, all our element is present. Now click this. So now we are here, right? Inside this. So let me try to write the X path of this one. So let me start. You can start from directly here. Okay, let me start from this one. So let me copy this. Div id equals to this one. Div at the rate id equals to this one. So now we are on this entire drop down. Inside this, all our elements are present. So in the same way, now you have to write XPath, or you can also write CSS in such a way that you will be able to identify all the elements present here. So if I
F8 you have pressed for what purpose? F8. F8.
okay, let me show you. So if you see that Yahoo website, when I'm writing like this shoes, right? When I'm writing shoes, so I'm just right clicking this and try to inspect, but this drop down is disappearing again and again. So it will not be easy for me to track that where this code is present like this. So it is disappearing. So for that reason, I go to sources tab. Otherwise, I will not be able to inspect. I go to sources tab and I typed something here. So let me type it here, shoes. And after that, I press F8 from my keyboard. So now if I try to inspect, so it is this page is saying paused in debugger. So if I try to inspect any element, this will not going to disappear. So I can easily, so why it is not working? Okay. So now if I want to, let me do it. Let me do it again. Go to sources tab and press F8. Now come to elements tab. Go to elements tab and now I'm not able to also right click. Let me refresh the page. So just write any games, or let me write mobile again. Right. What we have written earlier, fashion. No, I think we have written shoes. So now I will, if I'm right clicking, it is disappearing. So I will go to sources tab and press F8. So why we are not able to right click? Okay, so I think we need to do like this. Okay, great. So just come here and try to inspect whichever element. So if I want to inspect this one, I can easily do this. So this is the line where it is present. Earlier, this drop down is disappearing, so I was not able to do that. So now I pause the page and now try to write this XPath so that it can hide, it can check all the element. So if I write from here, div id equals to suggestion. Inside this, all our elements are present. If I show you, right? So let me start from here. Div at the rate id equals to suggestions. So now we are on this entire drop down, and inside this all our elements are present. So first element, second, third, likewise all the elements are present here. So if I say slash div, it will going to give the all the element first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10. Total 10 element it will give. So now I want to get the text just like we did it for a Yahoo website. So even if you apply get text to this yellow line, it will still be able to fetch here, right? So get text will going to fetch all the text that is present below this line and that is not present inside any of what we can say any attribute, right? So it is present separately, it is not present inside any attribute. So just apply get text after writing this XPath and try to apply the logic which we have done for Yahoo website. So this you have to try. So I hope you will be able to try this, right?
Yes, yes, Vandan.
Yeah. So this is your XPath. So you can try this XPath which I have written, or you can try other combination. So now let us go to one more website, which is So till now we have discussed two type of drop down. So if I type this India, right? So you are getting some options. Now I need to select anyone, any, you can say like this one I need to select or this one, right? So let me check first HTML code. So first let me open the URL. Let me open the URL and so let me do one thing. I will share this code first so you can try this. I'm sharing it in the chat box. You can copy. So copy this code. I think entire code is not printed. So this is the entire code of dropdown. Now there is one more type of dropdown like this, which is this one. So now let us see what is the HTML code. So again, if you see when I'm saying IND and if I click this dropdown is disappearing again and again. By saying INDI, this dropdown is disappearing when I click this. So first come to sources tab. Suppose I want to say IND, right? I will press F8. First come to sources tab, then type something and press F8 from the keyboard. So now this dropdown will not disappear. We can easily inspect all the element. And now let us see how this is there. So now try to, so first element is present like this, and if I go up, go a little bit up, little bit more up, so we need to highlight all the element, go up. Now this is highlighting all the element like this. So this is highlighting all the element. So now what I can do, again I can write XPath. So I will start from here and highlight all the element. So this is one way which we have discussed already. So what you will do, first you will launch the website. After that, you need to type something into the text box. Then you, with the help of this XPath, so as of now it is giving one element, but all the elements are present inside this. You can see here, second, third, likewise all the elements. So if I say li/li, so total 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Total you are getting 10 elements, right? And after that, let us see where this text is actually present, right? Is it present inside this? So let me say this one, and let me say, so this is aeroplane sign. So let us go to this one. Inside this, our text Indianapolis, United States should be present. So it is inside this. So this is the text. Still it is there. So it is here like this. So one way you can do, like you can come like this. So div/div. You are, if you are, I'm on the div. Then I need to go to first one or second one. First one is for the aeroplane. Second one is for the text. So I will go to one more div, but it will be second div. So now it is giving 20 element. Just say second. Now I am here. Now after that I will say /div one more time. Now we are here, right? After that, just apply get text till this point. Even if it is present here, get text will be able to fetch. So right now, I think we are getting more than one element still. So let me say div of 1. So now total 10 element we are getting, right? So if I hit enter, first element, second element, you can see it will highlight this line. So for the second one, this is the text present. So you can apply get text, or if you want, you can come till span part. So let me come till span part /span. So now we are getting more than one span. So let me say 1, because this is one span, this is second span. So let me say 1. So now we are on the actual text. Second, third, right? Third one, third is the text. If I hit enter one more time, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, eighth one, ninth one. So this is the text. So again, you can do the same way which we have done. So you can try this way, or there is one another way we can use it here. So if you see, if I do one thing, let me do one thing. So let me click this so we can come out of this. So this is one way you can try for the true drop down, which we have done earlier, just writing the XPath, fetching the text and compare. So other way around here is like if you say INDIA, right? So let me first see what is the text box here. Go to this text box, right? Okay, so let me go again. Go to this text box. So this is the text box, right? And when I will type INDIA, right? So from my keyboard, if I press down arrow from my keyboard, so this will be one. And somewhere here you can see this is the text you are getting. So keep an eye on this text. This will keep on changing when I press down arrow. So it is this. Now it will change. You can see value is changing. Whatever the value that is coming here, this is the actual value that is displaying here as well. So now, so you can see it is keep on changing. Let me write India. Where is that India? Yeah. So now if you see, then other one. So this value and this value is same. If you see this, so this is how they have designed. So now I will press, let me write India. So this value will keep on changing whenever I will press down arrow from my keyboard. So Delhi come. So now Delhi is the value. Now Bellary is the value. Jamshedpur, Latur, right? So this value will keep on changing. So we can do this activity from our Selenium as well. So one way we have already discussed, you can write XPath. So other way we can do is, first let me open the URL. So let me remove this and let me also, so if you see this, let me refresh the website. Let me refresh the website. So here, if you try to, I have tried this before, so I'm telling you. So if you try to apply send keys, so let me first write XPath. Let me, okay, so input type equals to text. Let me take, I will write input at the rate type equals to text. So total 7 elements. So let me say 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks easy. So this is for destination. So I will say 1. Now this is unique. So if you try to apply send keys method directly here, it will not work. So first you have to click here, right? If you see this, so this drop down is not working like this. So basically first you need to click it here, then you will start typing, right? So here first I try to click this text box. So what I will say, driver.find element, I will replace it here, paste the text XPath, and first I will text box dot click, and after that I will say text box send keys. So in the send keys I will send India. So once it will send, let me first check whether it is working. Also change the URL. We have not changed the URL. So this is the URL. So let me do one thing. Let me comment this. Let us see whether it is able to enter here. So this will uh, as of now. Okay, so it is able to enter somehow. Okay, so I think earlier I might be confused or not. So okay, don't need to click this text box. I thought that we need to first click it. So now it has entered India. So what I will do, once it will enter India, I will keep on pressing the down key from the Selenium code, right? And I will check this code. Suppose I need to select Delhi, India, right? So I will copy this, carefully copy this text, and I will say string text user wants to select is. Let me first write it like this. Now I will write one while loop. So how I will be writing? So I will run it for infinite time. So if I write true here, right? So if you do like this, it will keep on running. It will never stop. And after that, what I will do? If you see this, when I am here, from this, like if I mouse click, left click it here. After that, if I apply down key from my keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will keep on going down, and this will be updated. And now here I will do the same thing. I will first say driver dot find element by dot. So this XPath of the text box will remain the same. This is the one. So not this one, this one. From here to here. So I will say by dot. Again, I am using the same XPath of text box because from the text box itself we have to send the down key. So in Selenium, again I need to send something, so I will say send keys. But we need to send the down key, so there is one keys dot. If we say arrow, there are so many methods. Arrow down, which means it will send down key from my keyboard, right? And it will keep on sending because we are using while loop. So if I try to show you, if I do not break this while loop, how it will work. If I show you, it will keep on sending this down key arrow. So if I maximize it, so when it enter India, it will keep on hitting the down key. So, but we need to stop at some point of time. Let us see. After that, it will enter. It will. So you can see. So it will keep on doing this because we are using while as a true. It will never stop. So we should be set what we can say. We should be putting one criteria so that our while will stop. As of now, you can stop from here, right? So till now, it is clear to everyone what we are trying to do. Any issues in this code? Please confirm. Am I
Sumit,
audible?
which key do you use to stop the program in the middle?
Which?
Which key do you use to stop the program in the middle manually? The while loop was running right now, so how did you stop it?
So here, this is the
So
one.
you come back to Selenium and you stop
Yeah.
it. Okay.
I come to Eclipse editor and it will become red when you will run your program. So I clicked this. So it is for termination,
Okay.
terminate. So this is how
Yeah.
I stop. So now,
Okay.
after sending down key, we need to break our for loop. So what I will do, again, if you see this, let me again open that. Okay. So as we have already seen, when I will write India here, and when this is the text box, I think, yeah. So here, this value will keep on changing. Let me first remove this. So if you see this, let me remove this. This keep an eye on this value. So this value is for the text box, which is there. So this value will keep on updating. So you can see how this is changing. I am talking about this one. Value equals to this one. So again, what I will do, I will try to. So can anyone tell me which method I will apply to fetch this value? Can anyone tell me which method we should apply to fetch this value attribute?
Get text.
No, get text is not there because this, as I have explained it in the previous class, that get text will only work when you have, like if I talk about this hotels. So as this you can see, this hotels is present, not this hotel is not a part of any attribute, right? It is present separately. So here it is not like value equals to hotel like this. So here get text will be able to give you the value, but if you apply here, you will not get any value in your output. So we need to use get attribute value, get attribute method to fetch this attribute value because this is the part of attribute. So here similarly I will do what I will do. I will say after this, I will say again I will use the same. So this is the XPath for this is the XPath for the you can say text box. So I can use this one as well because this XPath is same. So I will say text box dot get attribute. I want to get the value of attribute like this, and I will store that in one variable which is of type string. So I will say string country name. So because value, why I'm saying country name, because this is the actual country name which is coming, right? If I type India, so this is the country name that is populating here. So let me fetch it value and store it here. And after storing the country name, if I say if country dot equals country name dot equals which one? So let me take this one name. This will equals to Delhi, which is we want to select as of now, equals this name. Then I will say okay, one more thing. So as you see this, suppose I am just doing it again, India it will enter. When I am on this part, right? So instead of clicking this, what I can do, I can simply hit enter. Like if I show you manually, right? Suppose I am here, I am like this. So once this text matches, if I hit enter from the keyboard, it will be able to select. So similarly here, instead of clicking, we can do driver dot find element by dot xpath. So again, I'm taking this text box xpath. So let me put it here, and then dot send keys. Just I will say keys dot enter. So you can also send enter key. So this will simply hit the enter as soon as the text will match. It will only hit the enter whenever text will match. So now what we can do. So let us see whether there is a text when I am typing India. It will go like this. Once this text will match here, so this is the text we are trying to match. It will hit enter from the keyboard automatically, and once it will hit the enter, I need to come out of the for loop. So I will say break. Otherwise, our for loop will keep on running. So now try to run it. So basically, this is also one of the way you can try. So first it will enter India. Let me make it large. So you can maximize method as well. India, and it will keep on going down till it finds Delhi. So you can see as it found Delhi, it has sent enter from the code, and it has come out of the for loop, and our program is also stopped. So this is how we can work with this drop down as well. So are you able to get how we are doing this one? Is it clear to everyone? So if I try to do here as well, let us see. Right. So you can try this here as well. So this you have to try. Just we need to understand this one. So shall we proceed forward? Okay, so I think it is clear to everyone. No one is asking the question. So let me create one more class. Let me do it here only. So if you see this website, this one. So here you will find one calendar. So I need to select one date from this calendar, right? The user can select any date. So I need to click this and now date will be selected. So how we can achieve the same thing using our code? This we need to see. So let me share this code. And again we will open the URL. So this website will remain the same. So now first I will click open the calendar. This is so like if I want to open, first I need to click this box so we can open the calendar. So now let me click it. So this is the text box. So let me take input ID. So what is the CSS shortcut? Hash ID, which we had discussed yesterday. So this is control F hash ID. So this is should be hash. So this is our CSS for this text box. So now I will use CSS locator. So I will say driver dot find element by dot CSS selector. Provide that CSS selector and I will click the box so calendar will be opened. And I assume that calendar will take at least 1 second to load. So put some wait of 1 second. And after this, so if you see, let me first close this. So as like how we do manually, how we select the date manually, first let us see this in general. So as a, if I try to select the date manually, first I will navigate to the year which I want. Like I want to go to the year September or you can say November 2022. I need to first get it here, come here by clicking on the next button. Then I will select the date. Right, like this we will do. So similarly, suppose I need to come till August 2022. So let me first get this text. So we need to write the code in such a way that user, whatever the date user will enter, we will be able to select, right? It should not be like only for one date. Any date user can enter. So let me first write XPath. So I will going to, what I will do if I click this text is keep on changing, but the code is the same. So I will, if you see, so first I will write XPath and capture that data. Div class equals to @class, this one. And after that, so if we are getting unique element, if I say div slash div. So now I will apply get text here. So get text will be able to give us text here because it is not a part of any attribute, right? It is present separately inside a tag. So we can apply get text. So if I click this, like if I come here like this, still it is able to identify. And if I apply get text, February 2023 will be the output. So I will copy this XPath. I will copy this XPath, and what I will do, again I will use one while loop. So if you see this, when we were discussing Java, so when we were discussing the Java, there were for loop and while loop. So basically here I do not know that how many, like if you see this here, if I talk about this one, there can be year 2099 to 2099 or 3099 like this. So we do not know that how many times we need to click this, right? Are we going to count each and every time? So here we do not know how many times we need to click this to reach to our particular year. So in such a case, we will use while loop. When we do not know how many times we need to iterate, we will use while loop. So here this is the best example. So here I will use while loop, and here inside the while loop I will say driver dot find element. Whatever the XPath we have written, I will going to write here by dot XPath, and after that I will apply get text method. So this get text method will going to get me the text, and once we will get the text, what I will do, I will say dot equals. So suppose I want to choose which month. Let me take August 2023. So copy this text and place it here in double quote. So what I'm trying to do here, if you see this, so forgot about while loop as of now. See this statement, driver dot find element by dot XPath. So with the help of this XPath, we will be able to get this, we will be here, right? And when I apply get text, this text will be pulled. So whatever the text will be written here, that text will be pulled. And as soon as this text we will get, I am saying dot equals method. I am saying whether that text is equal to, this one or not, right? So whatever you want to give, you can give here. If both are equal, what will happen? Just assume the condition that both are not equal. So if both are not equal, what we will do? If both are not equal, I want to get this data. Like suppose I want to, I need to navigate to December 2023. As this data is not matching, we will click this button. So we will come until we will not find December. So after August 2023, there are not any year they have displayed. So I will keep on clicking this button till I found my desired month and year. So now I will write the XPath for this button. So you can take span role equals to button. So let me say span at the rate role equals to button. So how many elements? 2 elements we are getting. So let me give index like this. Span at the rate role equals to button, and after that we are not getting unique element. So let me make it unique. So this is for the backward button, but I need forward button, so I will click this. So now this is the XPath and I can click this, right? So now copy this, and inside while loop I will say driver dot find element by dot XPath. So this is our XPath. For the next button, dot click. So I will keep on clicking the button, and so I will, let me write the comment, this click next button, or you can say forward arrow. So this will click the forward arrow. So let me do one thing. Let me first try to put one breakpoint here. Here only I will put on this line. So let me debug the program and see what is this program is work, how this program is working. So first it should click on the calendar departure button. Sorry, so that it will open the calendar. So it has clicked on the calendar, right? So after this, if you see driver.find element by.xpath dot get text. So what is the text you will get? First of all, you will get August 2021. So if you see this, you will get August 2021, but you are comparing that whether it is equals to this one or not. So as both the text are not equal, this condition will become false and we will come out of the while loop. You can see here also itself, you will come out of the while loop, right? So we are not able to proceed inside this. So what I will do, I will put like this, put one bracket here and put one bracket here as well, and put one not operator, and let me give one name like, okay, so I have closed it. So let me give like I need to come October. So let me maximize the window. Dot maximize the window. So this is we have already discussed. So it will maximize our window and open in the maximize mode. Now let us see, as I have put one not operator, how exactly it is working. Again debug the program.
Can you scroll right hand side? I am not able to see debug. Half it is visible.
What you are not able to see?
With debug that side, I am not able to see the values.
Okay, give me a minute. So first it will open the calendar. So it has opened the calendar. Now so now if you see,
No, no, little left hand side. Just minimize.
okay, now it is clear.
Okay, yeah.
So now with the help of this one, we are able to open the calendar. Now I'm saying driver.find element with the help of this XPath dot get text. So this XPath, this highlighted XPath will identify this element and give me the text. So text is August 2021. So once you will get it August 2021, I will compare whether it is equals to October 2021 or not. So this whole condition will become false. This condition become false, and we should come out of the while loop. But as I put one not operator, this this false will become true. So this is how the not operator behaves. It will turn false to true and true to false. So now with the help of this, even if this condition become false, this whole condition will become true and we will come out of this, come inside the while loop. So now we will, if I show you, if I come, now we will come inside this while loop, right? We are able to come inside. Now this is the code which we have written to click on our forward arrow. So now this XPath will click on the forward arrow. As of now, you can see here, we are on the August 2021. Now if I execute this line, it will click the forward button. So now it will click the forward button and while loop will again check the condition. So it will keep on running till the condition become false. So now we are on September, right? Similarly, again this condition will become false because September 2021 and October 2021 are not equal. Condition false, but help for this one, this condition become true. We will again go inside and click the forward button. So now it is again click the forward button and we are on October 2021. So now if you see this one, now this time we are on the October 2021. So this condition will become true. this whole condition will become true, right? This time because we are on the October month and 2021 year, which we want actually, right? So this is what the actual I want. So this condition become true, but as it is the not operator, this whole condition will become false, right? This whole condition will become false. So we this time we will not go inside, we will simply come out of the while loop. If I show you now, we will come out of the while loop and we are on our desired year, which we want. So we are able to achieve our first task. Now the only thing remaining is we need to select the date, right? So if I show you this again, like if I write instead of this one, if I write 2022, right? You can see it's still a little work. Let me run in not in debug mode. Let me run it normally. Now if you see this, so I need to reach to this year because I want to select this date. So first I came till this part. So it will click one by one. So I am not clicking this, it is the code is clicking. So once it will reach October 2022, it will stop because it has found the desired year. So now our next goal, so till now it is clear to everyone?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now our next step is to select the date. So let me open it here only. So now let me again inspect it. So for the date again, we need to write the code in such a way that it should be able to select any date, not only one date. So let me see here. So if let me make it a little bit big. So now let me select any date. Let me select this one. So I need to select all the date. Let me select the entire. So if I click this, let me go a little up. So that we will be able to select all the date. Or let me do one thing. Let me write XPath or CSS for one date. So what is the class name? Calendar date, right? And I believe that this class name will be same for each and every date. So let me check. Let me. So you can see class name is same for all the date. So what is the CSS shortcut which we have discussed yesterday? If you know the class name, you can use dot class name as the CSS selector. Control F. Control F. So I will say dot class name. So it is highlighting 1 out of 32. So I think total 32 dates are present here. Only 31. Let us check how 32. 1. So somehow it is giving me. Let me check. So this date is from the previous month. So with this we do not want. Let me do one thing. Let me take some other. It should be only for that date only. Dev. So you can either take this one or this one. So let me take this one. Dot class name. So we should get total 31 date which we are able to see. So now this is giving more than one. Let me take some other. So div. So which one we should take? Let me try to take tab index. Div at the tab index. So now we are getting 30. But it is not highlighting the first date, I think. So why not it is highlighting first date? So div tab index equals to -1. Where is our first date? So for the first date, if you see, this is different. For the first date, tab index is 0, and for the remaining it is -1, so it is not taking. So let me take some other which should be able to identify all the date. Let me try to take div, again this one, dot this one. So we are getting 32 dates. Let me. So let us take only this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So till now it will give you like this 31, and after 31 it is giving you one more date. So this, I think this date is coming, is disabled or something. I think this is the date it is giving us. Let me. So you can see it when I'm saying E. As of now it is 1 out of 32, but it is not displaying the first element. But if I hit enter, it is going to give you the date which is present at 1. So let us fetch all the date, because we need to anywhere compare only whether which date is equals to this one or not. So I will copy this. Let us fetch all the date 1 to 31. So after while loop we have to write, not inside while loop, because while loop we have already done. Driver dot, I want to capture all the date, so find elements by dot. So this time we are using CSS, so by dot CSS selector, provide the CSS selector, and this is the find elements method. So I will capture that in list of web element. So this is the return type. So let me give dates. Now I will say int total dates equals to dates dot size. So size method will going to give you the total count. So we are getting 32 as of now. So it will give you 32. So now I will run one for loop that will start from 0, because it is a list. I less than total dates, and increment the value of I. And here again the same thing which you have done for the. So let me ask from the user. So like string date to select. So whatever date user want to select, I will say like 3, right? So it should be integer, not string. Or let us take as integer, because why I am taking the integer, let me tell you in a while. And also take the string year month, right? So whatever year month you want to select, let us not give here directly. We will take from this variable and just change the variable every time. So in double quote it should be. So instead of this one, I will write this here. So they both are same only. So now I want to select date 3 October 2022. So here I will say, so this will have all the date. I will say dates dot get of I dot get, sorry, dot get of text. Again same statement. So as this will give me the string value in the form of string. So I will say string date. I will say like this. So string date equals to this one. So the reason why I am taking string only, because so that we can compare string with the string, right? So here also you will get the output in the form of string, and after that I will simply compare if date dot equals, it should be equal to this date, which is we want, which is the date user want to select. If they both are equal, so whatever we have done in the drop down part, same statement we need to write it here, dates dot get of I, simply click that date, and after that, see, if you see here again, once I will select the date, our task will be over. So now I will, as soon as I will click the date, I will put break statement, so I will come out of the for loop. So now let me put one breakpoint here on the line number 38 and show you how it is going to capture each and every date. and how it will compare. So this part we have already seen, so I am not putting one breakpoint here. So first it will reach to the year which we have given. So now once it reaches October 2022, because we are selecting this one, October 2022, it will come here and it will validate. So now after this, if you see the total dates, so I think it is giving me 31. So 0 to 30. So from 0 to 30, it is giving total 31 dates. But here, as we have checked, let me go here. Dot. So I think it is giving you 30 because here you can see we are getting 32. I think this one is not having any text, or I might be it will be not enabled. So that's why we are getting only calendar date. But we are very sure that 1 to 31 are the dates which we are looking for. So once it has given all the date, this total date is the count. It will run for 31 times. If right, so now if I run it, so at index number 0, what will be the date? Date will be 1. Date will be 1, right? Now I am comparing whether the date is equals to 3, condition false. Again, for loop will run I equals to 1. When I will be 1, date will be 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will store the dates in the sequence. So date will be 2. Now condition false again because this is not equal to 3. Now again we will run for loop I equals to 2. So when I will be 2, date will be 3. So 1, 2, 3. So now condition true because 3 is equals to 3. So now we will go inside and I am saying from this date, get me the date present at index number 2. So the at index number 2, date will be 3. So I am saying get me that value and click on that value. Simply this one. So it will click on date number 3. So this time if I show it here, it is able to select the date Monday 3 October, right? And after that, our task is done. So we will simply come out of the break statement, right? So this is basically how we are selecting any date. So similarly, if I just change the value here, like if I say 23 and if I say August, so make sure this name is same, whatever written. So now I will try to run it. So this is the date we are going to select. Just change it here, it will run automatically. So it has selected 23 August 2022 using this logic. So are you able to get that how we can select that date? We can handle how we can handle calendar. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, yes, Vardhan.
So I was thinking about that why it is not giving. In the console we are getting 32. So not console, in the here we are getting 32 element. If I type so dot, this is our CSS. first open this. Dot calendar date. We are getting 32, but as we have seen, let me try to validate here as well. So basically, this is not a very good approach of validating here, but this will be correct. Let us check. Dollar. So it is our CSS double quote this one. So now if you see here, on applying the same thing here, we are getting correct count, which is 31, but somehow it is not giving the correct element till here, right? You can see it is giving 32, right? So which means it is not a very good. So you can also validate it here, but sometimes you might get incorrect result here, which is 32. But here if you see, it is giving the exact count, which is 31, and the same we are getting on the you can say, right? So it is, you can see how it is giving us the date, total 31 date it is giving. So just I wanted to validate that why we are getting 32 anyways. So after that, let me, so any issues in the topic till now, whatever we have discussed? Please confirm.
It's clear.
So so let me create new class.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Sometime I will say we have a dynamic element, and it uses to change the value.
Mhm.
So how we will get to know this is a dynamic element?
So you have to only check the HTML code. So yesterday also we have discussed one dynamic
Yeah.
element, which is on the Redis page. So dynamic elements in the sense that they will keep on changing their value. So that was the case which we have discussed yesterday. If you see this, the value of this attribute will keep on changing, which is name attribute. So you have to look for that, this one, whether the value is not changing. So these are the dynamic elements only, right? So yesterday we have seen, I hope you have attended the class, that this values keep on changing. So we are using some XPath functions, so we can handle that. So you have to look this HTML code only, and you need to identify. Okay.
Okay. So whenever we will means we have to be careful like the first type of element, then we have to fetch the XPath, right?
We have to
Whether the element is dynamic or not.
we have to careful about.
Means that element is dynamic or not, we have to check that first.
Yeah. So that you can only do by looking into it, right? So if you, so whatever I mean, like if you feel like, whenever you will find, like if I talk about like facebook.com, so if I inspect it, let us see whether, so like if you see these kind of like this one, some numbers are coming like this. So better way is to not to take these kind of number in your locator, because these kinds of number might be this one, right? So better way is not to use these kinds of number in your CSS. Like if I want to take this one, so might happen that that will change in near future, right? So these kinds of, better not to take these kinds of number if you are getting large amount of number like this. So not to take this one, otherwise your script might fail. So better take this one, name equals to login. This might not change, right? Because this is the same name. So this is how you can identify. Okay. So now this is one website. Let me first open the website. So remove this. Open the URL. So let me, okay, so let me share this URL so you can look it. So in this website, we are getting the live corona cases list. So it is daily, on the daily basis, they are going to update the cases. So as a manual tester, like what you have to do on the daily basis, you need to check. So if you see this first, let me explain how they are displaying it. The sum of all the cases, the sum of all the rows of the first one is nothing but this one. This is the total count of all the cases which are present on the first row. And if I talk about this one, red one, this is the total count present here, like this. Similarly, if I talk about this one, so these are the active cases in the blue. So the sum of all the active cases, is total sum will be equal to this one. And whatever the red option you are seeing here, this is the total sum of the red one. So I am talking about red one like this. So this is how they are. So for the recovered cases, the total sum of this one, all the cases in the green, is nothing but this one. So I want to calculate, if I am the manual tester, like I want to calculate that whether the sum is equal to, whether our website is displaying the sum correct or not, right? So how many entries are there? Total, I think 30 to 35. So if you are doing it manually on the daily basis, it will take a lot of time for you, right? You will write the number one by one, and then on the calculator you will validate. And it might happen that you will miss some of the digit, then it will display the incorrect result. So I need to validate whether this number is equals to this one or not. So how we can do that from Selenium? So basically the topic is how we can handle HTML table. So it is a kind of HTML table. So let me first close this. So first open the URL, and now I will write XPath. I will write XPath or CSS in such a way that it will be able to identify all the data in the, I am talking about only this highlighted portion, not this red one. I need to highlight all the number, and once I will get the number, I will add all the number and count the sum, right? So let me try to write XPath. Inspect it anywhere. So let me try to write. Click this and click on that first number. So if I go a little bit up, if I see this inside this table, or let me come here, let me minimize it. I think inside this entire table is present, because you can see it is highlighting the entire table. So let me go inside this, and you can see first row is present like this. So how the rows are present inside this first row, second row, third row, fourth, fifth, likewise all the rows are present like this. So let me start from here and come till this point, then I will come to row, and then I will come to this number, right? So this is, so let me start from here, because inside this all our table is present. So let me write table at the red class. This is our XPath for the entire table, but I don't want the entire table. I want only this number in the first row. So now from this I need to come here, because I don't want to go here, I want to go here on the number. So I will say slash tbody. Now I am on the here, and once I will say slash tr, it will going to highlight. So total 36 count is present, 1 2 3 4, like this. If you come, total 36 entries are present here. So after that, I think there is no more. Okay, there is one more, 35 and then 36. So total 36 entries are present here in our table. Now if you open any tr, if you say tr of 1, you will get this first row, but I want to get all the count. So let not give 1, because otherwise you will not be able to fetch all the data. I want to fetch the data of all the rows, so let us not give 1, and let me open this. So if you see, in the first column Maharashtra, in the second column this is the number, right? So where, as of now, I am on this yellow line tr. From this I need to go here or here. If I not need to go to Maharashtra, then I will say slash td. So you will be on the Maharashtra, but I need to go to directly here from tr to td, right? So if you see, this is one children, this is also one children, this is also one children, right? All these are children to this tr tag. So I will say td of 2. So now we are on the second line. If you say 3, you will be on the third line, like that. So we are interested in this block, second block. Now we are here. Again, I will go inside. So I want to reach to that number. Again, I will go inside, and this is the place where that number is present. So let me say slash p. Right now we are here. Inside this, that number should be present. So now if you see this, first number is this, second number is this. So this will be going to same for all the element, right? So as of now I am here. So let us do one thing, copy this XPath and apply the get text, and let us see how. So as I have told you, even if you apply get text till this point, you will going to see both the data. This one you will see and this one you will see, right? Because they are not a part of any attribute. So get text will pull all the data, all the text which is present below this line, right? Below this line and inside this tag only, right? So if I keep on hitting enter, it will highlight the second data. You can see here. So right, second data. Again, if I hit enter, so total 36. So it will keep on highlighting like this, right? So are you able to get that how we have written this XPath? Is it clear to everyone how we have written this XPath?
Yes, Sumit.
Great. So copy this XPath, and suppose if you want to write CSS, how we can write CSS? Let us also see this. So for CSS, copy this first, paste it here. Suppose I want to write CSS. So in CSS, if you remember, remove double slash, remove at the rate, right? So this will same, but instead of forward slash, we need to put greater than sign. Like you can say arrow. So arrow you have to put. Again you have to put arrow. Again put arrow. Right? Again put arrow. And for this indexing, we have discussed. Okay, so let me do it again. So for this will be same. Instead of forward slash, we use like this. Instead of this one, we will say like this. So instead of this one, like this. So wherever you will find forward slash, replace it with this arrow sign, and wherever you have given the index, just say nth of type 2, nth of type 2. So now again the same, right? So this is how we can write CSS and use it. So let me use only XPath only, or you can let me use CSS this time. So this is little bit big, the next path also. So let me do one thing. After opening the URL, so I need to get all the data. So I will say driver.find elements by .xpath by .css. Provide that CSS, and I will capture all the data in one variable, which is of type list of type web element, and then I will say count, or you can say cases number, right? So web element. So save the program, and after that, what you have to do? First, I can count how many cases count it is giving us. So int count equals to cases number dot size. So this is the total size we got. And again I will use for loop. Now again the things will be same. So I will use for loop I equals to 0. I will run that till I less than count, and I will increment the value of I. And here I will say from this list get the case one by one, that get of I, and get me the text. So text in the sense number we will get. So this is the number, and I will try to print all the cases. Let me print it. String, you can say numbers, right? Numbers of cases. So for each and every row, it will put the data and give me the number. And let me try to print it. So let me put one breakpoint. I wanted to show one thing. So let me put one breakpoint and then I will show. So let me run it. So total 36 rows data it will fetch within a second, and it will print. So click on switch. So now if you see what is the total count, 36, which we are also validated in the console output, right? 36 entries are there also we are getting. Now I'm saying from that get me the first row index 0 and give me the text. So how the text will look like? So it is giving the text in this manner, right? So if you see this, let me come here again. As I have told that, as we have seen already, let me open that one. Okay. So whatever the XPath we have written, sorry, CSS we have written. Why we are getting two number? I wanted that only one number, but still it has given us two numbers. So what is our CSS? Copy this and just paste it. So I'm just again validating. Control F. Now, so as we have already seen that we have written the XPath till here. Expand. So I'm on this yellow line. So whenever I am applying get text at this yellow line, whatever the text which is not a part of an attribute is present. So this text is present and this text is also present. So that's why it has given us two count, right? First one, it has given us this number and this number as well, right? So that is the reason you are getting two number here, right? Same numbers you are getting. And if you see, when here it is giving slash n. So if you see that slash n is basically used for changing the line. And here after slash n is resolved, you are getting the numbers in one after other line, right? Which means I'm saying once you will get the number here, it is saying slash n. So this is how it is pulling the data by changing the line. And after, due to slash n line is changed, we are getting the data in different way. So first we need to understand this, and if I run it like in one go, it will print all the data. So this is how it has printed all the data one by one. So where is this one coming? Okay, so let me go up. So it has printed. So these two are for the first row, second row, third row, right? So, but I am interested only in this first number, not this second number. So how we can do? So there is one Java method. So here if you see, I have already shown you that between these two numbers slash n is present. So what I can do, once I will get the number, I will say numbers dot split. Split is one method. So I want to split based on the slash n. So once I will split, let me show you, it will give me one array, a string of type number no, and here I will say if I try to print number of, let me debug it again, number of 1, or you can say 0. Let me again debug this. how this will look. And why we are using slash n? Because between these two numbers slash n is present, so I am just splitting the text using the Java method split. So now if you come here, how the numbers are displaying, slash n is present between these two numbers. So I am saying break the number into two parts based on this slash n, and once it will break, it will give me two values. So basically it will give me one array, right? So you can see the string type of array it will give me. So on the first index, first number will be present. On the second index, second number will be present. And you know that in array, if we want to get the number from any index, I will simply give the index number of 0, and it will print the number, first number, not the second one. If you want to print the second one, you can say 1 here, but as of now it will not print because we are getting only 1. And if I run this, now it will print only first row data. So total 36 data, but this time it is only printing the first number, first row, second row, third row. And if I give the 1, it will print the second number which was coming earlier. So this part is clear to everyone how we got this.
Yes.
Now after getting this number, I want to add the number. So first you cannot add. If I try to add int add equals to 2,34. So if I say 2,400 some comma, and if I say 6,700, so it will give you error because it is saying that comma is present here. So how I need to add? So first we need to remove comma from the number. So I will remove all the commas from the number one by one. So I will write what I will do. So let me not print it like this as of now, or let me print after that. So before printing the number, so this will have my number of 0. This will have my number, right? So same thing I am printing here. This will have the actual number, and I will say dot replace all is one method. I am saying replace all the comma with space, with empty space. So there is no space I have given. So what will happen if I take this number? So once this number will come at number 0, due to this above line, all the comma will be removed and replaced like this. So this is the final number we will get, right? So now I will catch that in one variable, string numbers without commas equals to this one. Now I will try to print it. I will try to print this number. Now let us see how we are getting the output. So if I print it again, so let us see. So now this time numbers do not have any commas between them, right? So we got this number. Now we need to add all the number. Now we need to add all the number. So if you see, the numbers are not in the form of integer, right? So this is a string number. String value, we are printing the numbers as a string, right? This is a string. All these are string format. So first we need to convert all the number into the integer. Then only we are able to add the number, right? So for that, there is one integer. So integer dot value of string. So what is this? This is also a class. So what this class will do, this will have one method, and here you need to provide this string value. So whatever number you will give in the string, it will convert into integer format. So I will write int number in integer format. You will see the same output, but that will be in the integer format. And after that, I will, so instead of giving this line here, I will print the number of cases in the integer format. So I will print it. Now if I run it again you will see the same output, but the format will be different. So now you are able to add the number. So this is the only thing you have to do. So we have done step by step. Now you can add the number easily because they are in the integer format and they do not have any comma between them. So now let's see. Again same output, but this time is in the. So now I need to add all the number. So for that, int sum equals to 0. I will take one variable outside my for loop and I will do like this. Sum equals to sum plus. This is the number and I will print it. And after once our for loop will terminate, I will print total count of numbers is equals to plus sum. So how this will adding? So for the first time sum will be 0, and when you get this first number, what is our first number? This is the first number. So 0 plus first number, it will become 630715. Let me write it here. 630715. For the when I equals to 0, sum will be 0, and this is the first number that is printing here. So this is some value will have 630715. When I equals to 1, so it will be sum equals to 630715 plus second number. So now this is how it will add the number one by one plus second number. So once these two number will be added, now the addition of these two number will be added with this one. Likewise, it will keep on doing. And let me try to run this program. Now let us see what is the total case number we are getting. So just need to write this program and it will be very easy a tester to test this. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. So I can remove this now. So let us see 316 55824. So let me check. So you can see 316 55824 is the total count we are getting. So this is how we can check whether we are getting the correct count or not. Similarly, if you want to calculate the count of this one, again what you need to change. If I come here, so let me not print now because this is only for the understanding part. Comment this. Now if you want to print, just change the number of 0 to number of 1. Now if I run it, so the output should be, what is the total output? 41,831. So you got the same output, 41,831. So which means our website is showing the correct count of the cases. So there is no any issue in our website. So this is how you can handle these kind of HTML table. So is it clear to everyone?
Yes, I am clear.
Okay. Similarly, if you go to this website, open any match, go to scorecard, and again, right, if I need to calculate the total sum of all the number, how we can calculate. So can you try this table? Just you need to calculate whether total runs are equal to 157 or not. So this you can try. Try this. If you face any issue, let me know. So guys, that's all for today. We will not see any new topic now. So I hope it is clear to everyone how we can. Any queries? Otherwise, we can
Next class, what would be the topic?
Topic will be let me check. So how we can handle select class, actions class, or how we can work with multiple window. Like as of now, we are working with only one window, but now we can also work with multiple window. How we can check that? So that will be the topic.
And one more topic is there, na JavaScript executor. JavaScript executor. Are you going to take that one?
We will see that. That is not in our talk, and that is not in our course, but we will see that.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so guys, thanks for attending the session.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.